Dortmund. He'll be hoping that his team can perform without a couple of their key players tonight. Jonathan Gilling, Kevin Larson, Siobhan Shields, all absent for various reasons. And Lithuania, despite no NBA players being allowed to travel to Europe for this Eurobasket qualifying window, and despite the key players from their national powerhouse Žalgiris Kaunas not being withdrawn from club duty, they still have a very formidable side. See that their players being introduced. Mantis Kalnietis, the captain, introduced first. Davidas Galius, Jonas Maciulis, Laurinas Birutis, Sarunas Vasiliauskas. There's Birutis first, playing his club basketball in Spain with Obradoiro. Martinez Akodas in the squad. Mindaugas Kuzminskas, the former New York Knick, now playing with Lokomotiv Kuban in Russia. Montes Benjius, you see there, playing his club basketball with Dinamo Sassari in Italy. And the hits just keep on coming. Tomas Dimša with Herbalife Gran Canaria. Paulius Valinskas with Lead Cabelos here in Lithuania. It's a formidable squad, and they will start tonight as strong favorites as we listen to both teams' national anthems. This game again behind closed doors in the Siemens Arena. Normally there'd be a rampant crowd of 10,000 fans in here cheering on the Lithuanians. This building about to be renamed the Avia Solutions Group Arena, we believe, as you see our refereeing crew. And Turk Özlem Yalman, the female referee, overseeing proceedings here this evening. Denmark, you can get them at 15-1 odds to win this game tonight. Ranked 59th in the world, number 33 in Europe, according to the FIBA rankings. Lithuania, the 5th best team in Europe, and obviously a little bit different without their best NBA players or best professionals, all of them here. But you see the starting lineup for Denmark: Lundberg, Zahora, Rungby, Mortensen, and Hertz. One of their key players, Darko Jukic, withdrawn from the provisional squad that had been named, possibly with a COVID-related issue that hasn't been released, but it's another difficulty for Erez Bittman, who replaced the Finn Pieti Holkala as Denmark's head coach last year. Having to deal with tonight, find a way to somehow slow down these high-powered shooters for Lithuania in particular. Kalnietis, Barudis, Kuzminskas, Benjius, and Dimša starting lineup. Kuzminskas, the star player. You might remember him from his 2016-2017 season with the New York Knicks. And last year of Phil Jackson's reign as president of basketball operations at the Madison Square Garden. But Mascoliunas has plenty more talent where he came from, as you see the sort of NBA bubble style screens behind the two benches there on the far side of the arena as we look at them, trying to create a slightly more intimate atmosphere in what otherwise might feel like a very cavernous arena. Denmark won the European Sea-Level Championship back in 2010. Last time they made it to the equivalent of the Eurobasket Finals was in 1955. It wasn't called Eurobasket back then. It was the European Basketball Championship, I believe. And it's very rarefied air for these players to be in. A lot of them play decent clubs around the world, a lot of Spanish clubs, second division Spanish clubs usually, for players like Jonas Zahora, Sami El-Araki, Fredrik Nielsen, Sylvester Berg, Daniel Andreas Mortensen. But it's a different class of opposition here tonight, and they need to keep things tight. To get Lithuania off balance in the early going. And if they can do that, who knows where this game might go, but very much it would seem to be on paper an easy Lithuanian victory. Whether they can have as easy a victory as Belgium did earlier tonight against the Czech Republic remains to be seen, but it's one of 4 Eurobasket qualifying games to be taking place concurrently. Croatia with a 12-point lead on Turkey. France with a 29-12 early lead on Great Britain. And Latvia with a 3-point lead in the second quarter on Greece, with Bosnia and Herzegovina against Bulgaria to come later on tonight, as well as Germany against Montenegro. Good international basketball all across Europe tonight, and here we go with Denmark in the red against Lithuania in their road whites, even though they're playing here in Vilnius. And Denmark wins the opening tap, and off we go. Philip Hertz, well away from the basket, not his normal place on the court to be, as Ife Lundberg, as he's known. Drives the paint, kicks outside to Mortensen for 3, but short. Rebound taken by Dimša. Thomas Dimša, playing in Euro Cup this year with Gran Canaria. Rudis gets the ball inside. The left-handed runner, no. Rebound to Mortensen. Figure everything's going to go through Lundberg as he misses first shot attempt tonight. penetrating into a crowd as Dimsha off a screen attempt. He'll go all the way. The floater, no. Rebound again to Mortensen. And now Hertz. It's a big shooting guard, Hertz. Zahora, that's a good kick. And return pass, but he was swallowed up. Zahora thinking the ball was tipped off of Barudis, but doesn't get the call. He's still waiting for the first points in this game. Kalnietis, the 34-year-old Lithuanian captain, running the point. Dimsha, long finger roll, gets kind bounce off the iron. And so Dimsha, playing only his third senior game for Lithuania. After the 2 qualifiers in February, he gets scoring underway here, but quickly rejoined at the other end by Frederick Rungby. Only averaging 1.9 points per game in the pre-qualifiers for Denmark, of which there were many. That's a nice moment for him. Getting on the scoreboard quickly. Did not play in either of the 2 games against the Czech Republic or Belgium in September. See that foul on Mortensen. Trying to fight through the screen. Kalnietis, far side 3-point effort is in by Eimantas Bengius. So Lithuania out to the 5-2 lead now. Hertz to Lundberg. Need to keep moving off the ball, trying to create as many easy looks as they can. It's Zahora, the spinning turnaround, no. Rebound Barudis. Kuzminskis, blonde-haired player trying to get to the paint, but floater by Dimsha goes down. So Dimsha with 4 points in the early going. The Lithuanian lead is 5. Long 3 from Mortensen. No, not a kind bounce. Otherwise, the rebound might have been plucked by Rungby. Then Kalnietis. Kalnietis, one of the 2 Lokomotiv Kuban players in the squad, alongside Kuzminska. Saw it on the court outside with the ball for 3. Got it! Bang for Kuzminskis. Doesn't normally have that sort of range. He's only a 32% career 3-point shooter in European action. Lithuania starting this game as they very much need to go on. Lundberg. Fouled in the paint by Dimsha, so he'll go to the line. Gabriel Lundberg turns 26 years old a week from today. In the pre-qualifiers, he played 11 games, averaged more than 22 points per game. Denmark had a real pre-qualifying odyssey just to get here to Eurobasket qualifying Group C. Played a total of 12 games across 3 different rounds. Not the same level of competition they're facing now, but they breezed through a 3-team group with Armenia and Albania to begin. Then it was a really tight group with Sweden and Belarus, where every team won 2 and lost 2 games. Denmark pipped by Sweden on the tie-breaking point differential. So Denmark had to go back to the salt mines again and swept 4 games against Albania again and Belarus this time. So Denmark through all of those hurdles to lose 2 games for the Czech Republic and Belgium in September, and now trailing by 6 against Lithuania here in Vilnius. As Hertz picks up his dribble. And Zahora, though, out from the basket. And Floater not in from Lundberg as Mortensen with an easy steal. Lundberg will pull up the spot up three, and it's just long, but he might get his own rebound and does. Bump there by Kuzminskas on the perimeter. Lundberg's best pre-qualifying game, 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in their 81-78 win in Belarus to start the third qualifying round. That was really the key contest for Denmark, having split their 2 games with Belarus in the second qualifying round. Mortensen for 3, catch and shoot, misses. Kuzminskas with the board. And now Hertz with the foul. Lithuania very much cleaning the glass at their own end of the court. Arnas Velička into the game for Lithuania. He was not part of the 13-man squad originally selected by Darius Maskalionis. But the player with Champagne-Châlons-Reims in the Jeep Elite League in France, averaging nearly 12 points per game in France. And there he is penetrating and drawing the contact on Zahora. So Lithuania continues to hold a 6-point lead with the halfway mark passed now in the first quarter. Offensive rebound and putback by Benjias. I beg your pardon. That was Marek Blažević. Blažević, another player not originally in the side for Lithuania, as if a Lundberg finally on the scoreboard from distance. He's got to make that shot tonight for Denmark to keep this game close, you feel. Now the foul by Rungby. Rungby will check out. Former Young Player of the Year in the Danish Basket League in 2012-2013 is Rungby. Vidas Galius is in the game for the first time, the number 6 there on the outside, but inside that surely goaltending it is. As Marek Blažević gets on the scoreboard. Blažević, exciting 19-year-old player with Žalgiris Kaunas. This is his first national team appearance. Exciting moment for him, getting on the national team score sheet for the first time. Velička committing that personal foul as Lundberg pulls back up top. Adam Darber. Dish inside, and Sami Eloraki with the putback and the foul. Sami Eloraki, the dual Danish-Egyptian citizen. It was a wild initial shot by Sylvester Berg into the game, but Eloraki matching his total from the first 2 qualifiers combined with that 2-point bucket. The Real Canoe NC player in Leb Oro, the 2nd division in Spain, the LEB Gold. Can't get the free throw, so the Lithuanian lead is still 5. Velička to Kalnietis back into the game. 3-point effort misses from Kuzminskas, but the offensive board, another effort, this time drained by Kalnietis. I think that was actually Davidas Gallius, beg his pardon, getting his first points of the night. I think it's actually 17-9. Lithuania headed for a 3 that last bucket as Berg with the trip on Velichka. Well, they've struck it back off the official score sheet, so it is 16-9, beg your pardon. Very nonplussed looking Masculiunas replaced Danius Adomaitis last year as the Lithuanian head coach, also serving as the assistant head coach for Barcelona in the ACB in Spain. Both free throws go for Velichka. Nine-point lead for Lithuania. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Damadarber to Lundberg for 3. No. Berg fighting his way to the offensive rebound. Darber, he pulls up for 3 and hits. Gotta shoot the rock from distance, Denmark. Darber's first points of the game. Blažević to Gailius, he drives. Finds Kuzminskas, who misses. A rebound up. Not in by Blažević, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Interesting promotion for Marek Blažević. Only averaging 6.3 points per game for Žalgiris Kaunas in all competitions this season. Career 66% free throw shooter. Very young career for the 19-year-old. Against the slightly weaker opposition in Denmark, he's been given a chance to shine, thrust into the deep end. He was a little bit nervous on those 2 free throws, but the offensive board grabbed by Jonas Maciulis. Denmark's got to box out on the free throws. And Gurgiunas for 3, misses. Rebound fought for and won by Mortensen. I beg your pardon, Mathias Bach Christensen, as if a Lundberg for 3 and hits. That's more like it. 2 of 4 now from distance is Lundberg. Lithuanian lead only 3 points now. Maciulis with the screen. Rolling off is Velichka. Blažević scores. Blažević not shy about getting into the paint and trying to take it to the 10. 6 points for him now. 1 for 2 from the line, but 3 of 3 from the field. Good kick pass by Darber to Christensen for 3. And a high five for Coach Bittman. Mathias Bach Christensen, 34% career 3-point shooter. European action, European club action that is, as that layup attempt did not go from Velichka. Denmark a chance to tie or take the lead. Christensen for 3 again, yes again! Mathias Christensen only played 12 seconds in the first qualifying game against the Czech Republic. Did not feature against Belgium. And here he is with 2 quick threes. Inside, Blažević draws the foul on Berg, so he'll go to the line. Lithuania suddenly trailing in this contest. Berg checks out, another one of the Spanish-based Danish contingents here in Vilnius tonight. Just coming up on 8 p.m. local time in Lithuania. As Blažević gets the first free throw to go down to give him his proper Lithuanian pronunciation. And finds a second free throw as well. So Denmark chance to hold for the last shot in the first quarter. Into the game comes Regimantas Miniotis, wearing number 10 tonight instead of his favorite number 22. Lundberg will hold. He dribbles off his foot, but picked up by Darboe. Pulls up for three and misses as the buzzer sounds. To end a very intriguing opening quarter. Lithuania up by as many as 8. Denmark striking back to briefly take the lead before Lithuania closes us out with a 1-point advantage. Good stuff for both teams. Denmark, the 5 of 11 3-point shooting, keeping them in touch, as I was suggesting. They've got to hit from distance. Lithuania 8 for 15 from the field. And getting enough rebounds, out rebounding Denmark 12-7 in that first quarter. Highlights from the first quarter action as we quickly just take a look at the stat sheet. Marek Blažević, 8 points to lead all scorers in this game, alongside Ife Lundberg for Denmark, who also has 8. Lundberg played the entire first quarter, so he's got to come out for a breather at some point, you know. Tomasz Dimša with 4. Kuzminskas with that 1 3-pointer for Lithuania. A couple players with 2 points apiece. For Denmark, Lundberg with 8, and Christensen those 2 3-pointers, so 6 for the game for him in less than 3 minutes of action. Sylvester Berg checking out with the 2 personal fouls. So Berg, not think of him really as one of the central players to feature in the Danish side. He soak up 5 fouls if nothing else. There's Christensen, that far side 3. And Erez Bittman has to be pretty happy with the way this game is going. Reminder, you can download the FIBA Eurobasket app for free. Highlights, stats, all sorts of action, news stories. Keep in touch with what is happening in Eurobasket heading into the finals in 2022. Hopefully in Germany, the Czech Republic, Georgia, and Italy. We stay on schedule, COVID permitting. Opening the second quarter, Christensen staying in the game and nearly pinching the steal on the perimeter. Being rewarded for his solid play in the first quarter. Lichka into Miniotis. Now Gailis pulls up for the 16-foot jumper. Good shot for him. Lithuania up by 3 now. It's Fredrik Nielsen now running the point. 5'11" Real Murcia player. And lucky to draw contact before kicking the ball out of bounds. Foul committed by Maciulis. Lundberg kicks off to Nielsen. Nielsen spots an opening, but even against a player not exactly towering like the Lichka, 6 inches of size makes it very difficult to find the bucket on the penetration. So Lithuania now trying to stretch their advantage out again. That's how you penetrate. Miniotis, Lithuanian base player with Sibet Priene, finds the hoop. Lithuanian lead again up to 5. And an offensive foul on Elaraki, setting the screen. Not a solid screen though, and think that was a good call. Al-Raki will check out. Yeah, that was Velichka trying to battle his way through, and good call for my money. Lithuania on a little mini run here at the start of the second quarter. Georgiunas backcourt, and that is over and back. So a rare turnover for Lithuania. It's their third in the game. Darber up top. Now Christensen thought about the three, but he stripped. Good defending and an awkward looking lay-in by Maciulis, but gets it to go down. Erez Bittman might be thinking timeout right now with Lithuania on a run. And again, foul on the screen, this time against Zahora for Denmark. Not happy. Take a look at it again, though. Yeah, see, he's moving. He's trying to drag the Lithuanian player with him almost. If he just sets himself and lets the contact be initiated by Lithuanian, it's to his advantage. But instead, he's not solidly setting both feet and awaiting the contact. So Nielsen picking up a defensive foul now. Going a little bit off the boil, Denmark, as the pull-up jumper knocked down by Gallius. 31-year-old Gallius playing his club basketball with Telekom Baskets Bonn. Moved there from Neptūnas in Lithuania in September after a year and a half with the LKL club. That foul committed by Miniotis. Lundberg not really uncaged just yet. 2 for 4 outside the arc, 2 for 6 overall. Still leading Denmark with 8 points. He's finding it tough to create his own shot, his own good shots at times. As Zahora inside. That was an awkward looking move toward the hoop. Defended by Miniotis. Kalnietis back into the game, finds Maciulis. Now Miniotis. Three-point effort is short from Gallius. And Lundberg front court for Denmark. That floater misses as well. Denmark get to score here in this second quarter. Lithuania starting it with an 8-0 run. Stretching back to 10-0 going into the second quarter as Zahora, another foul, this time near the three-point line. That'll be his second personal foul. Beg your pardon, it's his third already for Zahora. So timeout now taken by Denmark. Things going a little bit pear-shaped for the underdogs here in Vilnius. Lithuania with a 9-point lead. Denmark taking the TO.
Hey, most of the shots that we are taking, good shot. It will go inside, it's okay. Don't be in panic that we are missing. It's a good shot. It's a good shot, okay? Just play with the confidence. Number 9, every time that he gets the ball, he's thinking just about the shooting the ball.
Danish players trudging back out onto the court, including Sami Eloraki. Ball will be inbounded baseline by Kalnietis. That's Kalnietis. His 88th game for Lithuania as that three-point effort from Gallius falls through. The Lithuanian run continues. It's now a 12-point lead, 11-0 to start the quarter. So Nielsen finds Hertz back into the game. Eloraki inside, gets the bounce. And a rare inside bucket for Denmark. Might need to live outside, to be honest, Denmark. This forest of players internally for Lithuania defensively as Eloraki comes away with the steal on Gallius. Now a frustration foul by Gallius. No need for that. Just his first foul, but he will ride the pine momentarily as Mindaugas Kuzminskas back into action. I'm just going to check and see if this is worthy of 2 free throws and possession for Denmark. I would say yes by normal FIBA refereeing standards. So trying to play the ball, maybe, but not sure what the COVID testing regimen is for the refereeing crew. I don't know how they've been living the past few days here, but I know that the Danish team, as you see, they have been given the 2 free throws for Nielsen. The Danish team had to spend since Monday in a Corona bubble. Players, coaches, everyone else around the team has to stay on the same floor of their hotel at all times, except when eating meals at the hotel, training, or playing games. It's a tough life. And it's great to be a professional basketball player, but you didn't sign up for virtual jail-like quarters. His second free throw for Nielsen goes in. A 72% free throw shooter gets 1 of 2 to drop. Former Defensive Player of the Year in Denmark with the Horsholm 79ers, Fredrik Nielsen. Denmark back within 9 points as Lundberg dices through 2 players. A little runner in the lane is good. That's high percentage shot by Danish standards tonight. Lundberg gets it to go, so a 3-point play of a sort for Denmark. And now the steal. Lundberg, that's a good pass. Not the finish, but the tip by Ife Lundberg is in. So he finishes himself. He's got 12 points now in the game. Denmark back within 5. Very similar sort of pattern to the first quarter. Lithuania jumping out to the big-ish lead as Mortensen now whistled for the infraction against Benjius. A little ticky-tack foul, but rightly called. Lithuania already shooting free throws here in the second quarter. Denmark in the penalty. Imantas Benjius, averaging in double figures in his international career for Lithuania. It's his 17th game. He had 26 points in the 97-89 win against the Czech Republic on the 24th of February this year. Nielsen gets his way out of trouble. Dribble drive by Lundberg, won't go, but he'll find his way to the free throw line. Lundberg now up to 4 of 8 from the field. This is the kind of performance we need to see from him. He needs to shoot at least 50% from the field. He needs to strike from distance with some regularity at least. Plays for Stelmet Zielona Góra in the Polish league, the top team in Poland right now. He's averaging 18 points a game for the league leaders with a 12-1 record. Gets both free throws, and the Lithuanian lead is again cut to 5 as Lundberg finally, the first time in this game, takes a breather. Dimsha back in for Lithuania. Down deep for Rudis, backing in against Eloraki and drawing the foul. He'll go to the line again. Eloraki's second personal. 12 fouls now against Denmark in total in the game. Barudis, pretty good free throw shooter for a big man, as the commentator's curse strikes almost instantly. 7-footer averaging 75% from the charity stripe. Former LKL MVP, 2017-2018 with Cholet. He gets the second free throw to go. Nielsen inside. That's going to be out of bounds against Nielsen, who had his foot on the baseline as he came up trying to get his own rebound. You know, that's his style of play, Nielsen, trying to get into the paint and create, but just doesn't have the size for it. What works in Denmark might not work on the international stage. Eloraki again being posted up. And that's too easy for Barudis. Knows how to finish. Eloraki with his 2 fouls. He can't afford to be too aggressive defensively. There's Hertz back to Nielsen. Danish passing on the perimeter. Eloraki pops out for the pick. 3-point look for Mortensen. This time he misses, but the rebound in for Eloraki. Just over 3 minutes left in this first half. 6 points the margin. Eloraki now with 6 for the game. Is that 3 misses for Kalnietis? Denmark just hanging around in this game. Not all they could really hope for at this stage. Eloraki will try his luck against Barudis at the other end. But then the pass not good to Hertz. Stolen away in Lithuania front court. Now it's Kuzminskas to turn around. Off the glass, no rebound. No for Barudis, but he'll go to the stripe again. Third foul of the game on Daniel Andreas Mortensen, former American collegiate player with Wright State. Spent 1 year Division I there before 3 years in Miami at Barry University in Division II, where he averaged 12 points per game. But Division II NCAA basketball and top-level Eurobasket competition. Again, very different animals, as we've been saying. Free throws both missed, though, from Barudis. So Denmark again a chance to narrow the lead to 4 or even 3, as Mortensen staying in the game with those 3 fouls. Hertz from distance, he scores! And what do you know? Denmark clinging on. Benjius at the other end. Good kick to Dimsha for distance. He scores the 3. That's kind of a key basket for Lithuania. They don't look like losing the game, but they don't look quite like winning it yet, if you want to put it that way. And that kick looking for Elaraki. Good idea for Nielsen, anticipating the collapsing Lithuanian defense. As Lundberg back into the game, Denmark keeping the score tight, so could be a useful breather for Ife Lundberg as Barudis checks out. Bit of a small lineup on the floor for Lithuania. Lundberg, the tough 3, the shot clock ticking down, no good. Lithuania would like to try and stretch this lead to double figures by halftime as Kuzminskas outside. Kalnietis now. Benjius into Kuzminskas, good ball movement, sets up the 3 for Dimsha, he scores again. A pair of trays consecutively for Tomas Dimsha. And the Lithuanian lead is indeed 9. Final minute now of the first half. Lundberg for 3. Yes! Necessary 3 for Denmark there. See if Lithuania pushes, trying to go 2 for 1. Kalnietis. Happy to play patiently. The window for the 2 for 1 is gone. The orthodox turnaround up and in for Miniotis. And Denmark takes a quick timeout to regroup for the final possession, they hope, of the first half.
Hey, the target that they don't have another shot, okay? So we can eat in the clock almost all the way of the 24, and like 4 or 5 seconds of the end of the 24, we're taking a shot. For the case that maybe they will show zone defense, fifth time. If they show zone defense, if it's man to man.
That's a good metaphor for this game. Just the pesky Danes kind of lurking on the shoulders of Lithuania right now. Davidas Gallius with the curious look at something bothering him on his person. Marinas Barudis could make that move all day, really. Body position in the paint. Denmark 7 of 15 though from 3 now, and that's really keeping them limpet-like on Lithuania. Aggressive defensive posturing here from the home team here in this bubble format with no fans, apart from the ones you can see on the big screen behind the play here. As Lundberg into the paint. Can't come away with the basket, and maybe time for Kuzminskas, but he's just stripped. And then the wild heave from Rungby off the back iron, or the backboard, I should say. So Denmark within single figures at halftime against Lithuania. The number 8 ranked team in the FIBA World Rankings go to the locker room with the lead, but probably not entirely satisfied by the first half happenings here at the Siemens Arena. Lithuania, more rebounds, more assists, fewer turnovers, but only 8 more points. And that's largely thanks to the work of The star player for Denmark, Gabriel Ife Lundberg, 17 points, 3 rebounds and an assist as well. Only 1 turnover for Lundberg. Take a look at some first half highlights. Davidas Galias, seen a fair amount of him tonight. He has 9 points, second most for Lithuania behind Tomas Dimša. It's like a surprising top scorer in the first half for the hosts. Regimantas Miniotis with 4, getting to the hoop here. Jonas Velička, and a surprise addition to the squad. He's got 4 assists, though. That's more than anyone else in this game. Not a surprise so much as a late addition, with both squads being shuffled a little bit because of COVID and other personal absences. Denmark missing Kevin Larsson for personal reasons. Jonathan Gilling taking a timeout from basketball at the moment. Not able to help out with Erez Bittman's squad for these 2 bubble Eurobasket games. That's Galias again rolling off the screen. Got good form on his jumper, Davidas Galias. And that is his 1 successful 3-point attempt on the evening. But there's Lundberg with a little floater from the paint. The one sort of mid-range shot he's made. 3 of 6 from distance. 4 of 4 from the free throw line as well, Lundberg. That's that tip at the rim. Should have gotten the assist, but instead gets the bucket after the miss by Philip Hertz. Hertz has had a very quiet 3 points thus far tonight. But this is Barudis again. Don't think Denmark has anyone with the size to compete in the post with Laurinus Barudis. I'd like to see them go more to him inside. Elaraki is a 7-footer, but he's already in some foul trouble with 3 personals on the night. As long as they can get baskets like that from outside, Denmark can still hope to compete in this game. Take a look at the 2 top scorers for both sides, starting with Ife Lundberg. Played last year with Iberostar Tenerife in Spain. He has top-level international experience, does Lundberg. Not so much in Eurobasket. It's basically nobody that can really claim to have that kind of experience with the Danish national team. But he's off to a great start in Poland, averaging 18 points per game in the Polish league. Nearly up to that total here tonight in Vilnius already. That's the floater. He scored from outside. He scored at the rim. And he is keeping Denmark almost single-handedly in this game right now. As for the Lithuanians, their top scorer, perhaps somewhat surprisingly, is Tomas Dimša. 10 points for him. He's only attempted 6 field goals, but he's hit 4 of them. That's long distance finger roll. Little hesitation move and getting the kind roll off the tin, and seeing it from all angles here at the Siemens Arena. He's got the floater. He's got the mid-range jumper working as well. Dimša 2 rebounds, 1 steal as well for the Herbalife Gran Canaria player. Averaging 11 points per game in Eurocup this year. The former Halakanestra Varese player in Lega A, showing that he is very much worthy of his spot in Darius Mascoliunas' squad here. So, 8 points the difference in this first half. Let's take a look back at some recent Eurobasket highlights.
Turkey look to make the fast start. Great defense from the Dutch.
Richard has the ball taken away. Behind the back pass, a little bit of razzle-dazzle by Spain. Gets it to Zayed, and he goes up for the dunk, and he's fouled. What a moment for Spain here in Cluj-Napoca.
A good score from Pustanov. The three from the half! Schreiner makes it! Wow, what a three from Schreiner from the half. Look at this one, he gets it.
And big time shot. Look at this. What a pass, and the big throwdown by Mbai.
Foul here, Latvia. They're going to have to do so at some stage. Bulgaria did a good job there of just ticking. Oh, he's made it! That is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable from D-Boss. And that surely will be that. Well, that is one of the best shots you will see in every single qualifying window over the next 12 months.
Ir visi kiti, tai manau visų indėlis tai yra.
Šiaip yra žmonių, kurie sąskaitą indėliams jau atsidarė pačioje Eurolygoje.
Geriausias krepšininkas iki 20 metų. Rokas Jokubaitis.
Na, tikrai smagus pasiekimas, toks antrų metų iš eilės tokiuose. Nežinau, toksai paskatinimas ir toliau, aišku, užsienį dabar prie balsavo, kurie mato manyje kažką.
Šiaip grėsmės tau žaidimas, kurį jie turi moka teikti įvairiausių.
Geriausias 3 prieš 3 krepšininkas. Darius Tarvydas.
Norėčiau dalyvauti olimpinėje atrankoje ir galvoju apie tai, todėl tas įvertinimas daug ką reiškia ir tikiuosi pridės man kažkokių pliusų irgi dalyvauti toje olimpinėje atrankoje ir atstovauti Lietuvai.
Netrukus čia bus Lietuva, ir muziejai, tai įamžinti geriausiai Lietuvos krepšininkai.
Geriausia krepšininkė.
Back at the Siemens Arena in Vilnius, I'm Darren Kilfera. Hope you've been enjoying this Eurobasket qualifying game thus far through 20 minutes of play. One of 3 games ongoing at the moment in the Eurobasket qualifiers after Croatia winning their game 79-62 over Turkey. Finished not too long ago. France is cruising over Great Britain 62-39, while Latvia has taken a 14-point fourth quarter lead on Greece. Slightly surprisingly. Greece 1 spot ahead of Lithuania in the world rankings at number 7. The top 10 right now, USA, of course, number 1. Spain, Australia, number 3. Argentina at 4, Serbia at 5, France at 6, Greece at 7, Lithuania here at 8, the Czech Republic at 9, and Brazil rounding out the top 10. And the Czech Republic losing by 28 points to Belgium in this building earlier this evening. Belgium a perfect 3-0 in qualifying for 2022 Eurobasket tournament. And Lithuania trying to move up into second place if they can hold on here and win this game against Denmark tonight. Denmark, a narrow loss against the Czech Republic, a rather less narrow loss at home to Belgium in the first two games in the group. It's not a bad performance by any means for the Danish minnows. This is not the level of basketball they're used to playing. Did very well to make it to the group stage here after coming through their 12 pre-qualifying games. And as I mentioned, they're missing 3 of their better players as well tonight, Denmark. Kevin Larsen, the Danish League MVP 2 seasons ago. He had 20 points in that loss against Belgium on the 29th of September, but he is missing these 2 games this week for personal reasons. Jonathan Gilling, who is taking a timeout from basketball after 4 years in the Spanish second division, came to an end this past summer. He had 11 points in a narrow loss to the Czech Republic to start Group C action. And Siobhan Shields, who last night played for Olympia Milan at Maccabi Tel Aviv in the EuroLeague. So he's involved in basketball, but the former Nebraska star, Big Ten collegiate basketball in the States. He's only played the 1 game for Denmark in this entire pre-qualifying and qualifying cycle. He had 26 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists in a double overtime win at Belarus, September 2018. He's not here for this one. And so Denmark, even shorthanded as they are, obviously Lithuania with not their perfect 100% first choice lineup themselves. But you would normally expect the better team to be the deeper team, as is indeed the case here. They've got a lot more talent to choose from at the top levels of European basketball to the Lithuanians and coach Darius Maskoliunas. And the brief warm-ups finished. We're just about ready to start this second half of action. Just hear the Lithuanian voice of coach Maskoliunas there. And Erez Bittman for the Danes. Last minute instructions for them. It's an 8-point halftime deficit. It's not an insubstantial hill to try and get to the top of for Denmark, but they keep shooting well from distance and play smart with the basketball. You never know. Plenty of relaxed faces in the Lithuanian camp right now. 3-time European champions. 2003, their last title. Then you have to go back to 1937 and 1939, right before Lithuania swallowed up by the Soviet Union. The basketball tradition here is great, and we start the second half. Denmark in possession. Philip Hertz near the half-court stripe. There's Lundberg. Zahora back in the game. That's a tough shot from Hertz, and Zahora trying to box out, and the rebound will favor Denmark here as Barudis. Last touch off of his long arm and hand. Mortensen, cross to Rungby. Lundberg with 5 on the shot clock. Tough 2-point effort, that doesn't hit anything. Rebound taken by Barudis anyway, so not a good offensive possession to open this third quarter for the Danes. Barudis against Zahora, who's got 3 fouls himself. Now Kuzminskas for 3, no. Rebound taken by Lundberg. Somewhat aimless perimeter passing as now Zahora pops outside, then in against Barudis. The left-handed finish goes down. That's better from Jonas Zahora. First 2 points of the game for him. Barudis trying to post up Zahora, maybe get him that 4th foul here. That's good stand-up defending and maybe not the best help by Rungby. Shot clock ticking down, and that's a shot clock violation, surely. See what it means to Erez Bittman. Former Maccabi Tel Aviv head coach Bittman. Coached elsewhere in Israel, also with Ghent in Belgium. So Denmark, as Lithuania's top scorer Tomas Dimša comes out and fouls Lundberg. Gotta be happy here, surely, with their status in this game. Need to avoid the runs that Lithuania pulled off in the first and second quarters, starting at about this time. 2 or 3 minutes gone in the quarter. Zahora inside. And the step back misses. Rebound well taken by Aimantas Bengias. Kuzminskas to Dimša. That's good movement. Bengias passes up the potential 3. Instead, the step back 2 is long. Rebound falls kindly for Barudis, though. Bengias outside, but no, that's not going to count. That's a foul against the Lithuanians. Inside, yeah, I think that's Barudis finally getting buzzed for the foul himself on the interior. His first foul of the game. Again, full court pressure from the Lithuanians, at least momentarily, as now Hertz dribbling across the half-court stripe. Hertz the floater, that's off. And Mortensen the rebound, the putback, no. Close, no cigar. Kuzminskas inside. Now Dimša for 3. No. Barudis the rebound, though, and the foul by Hertz. Hertz is second of the game. Better him than Zahora, Danes will be thinking. Barudis the pick. Kalnietis to Kuzminskas. He drives and he finishes. Strong to the hoop from Mindaugas Kuzminskas. One of his agents is B.J. Armstrong. Famous appearances in the Last Dance documentary about the Chicago Bulls under Michael Jordan, which I'm sure many of you watching this game will have seen. A 3-point effort short from Bengias, so Denmark still within single figures, and again Lundberg initiating contact, and this time drawing the foul. from Kalnietis. His first personal foul of the game. Lundberg yet to add to his 17 first half points as Rungby checks out. Both teams changing personnel somewhat. Marek Blažević into the game here. Darboe back to Lundberg. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lundberg, a tough three. That's well off the mark, but good rebound there by Berg. And now a 3-4. Mortensen, he hits his third triple of the contest. That is how you exploit an offensive board. Lithuanian lead down to 5. But no good from Dimsha, trying to stretch it back to 8. And then Mortensen, his tippy toe just on the line. So the ball stays at this end of the court. Kalnietis. Referees always let the players get away with the footsteps there when they're supposed to hold position out of bounds. As the attempted dish from Kalnietis is stolen. That's a great look to Berg for the flush. Timeout quickly called for by Darius Mascoliunas. Lundberg with the beautiful look to Sylvester Berg. His first basket of the game, and it goes down with some authority. Denmark back within 3 in the third.
Neturim kantrybės, tik tai kas laisvesnis, tas iš karto šauna, ble. Kas laisvesnis nori ant savęs pasiimti, tas iš karto šauna, ble. Davai 22 ant Tomo sulašėm. Geras užtvaras, pasistatykite apačioj. Jie turi dar 3 baudas gali padaryti. Žaidžia agresyviai, išstuminėja, bleka. Davai, Hebra, mes gynybo neapsimėtame.
One brick at a time. That's how you build a house able to withstand the force that Lithuania can bring to the table. And eventually the dunk from Berg. Former Bakken Bears player Sylvester Berg, now playing his trade in Spain with Caceres. As right out of the timeout, that's good movement into the paint and up by Tomas Dimsha. He's now got 12 and the Lithuanian lead back to 5. And a foul outside, I think on Maciulis. So Denmark again to inbound, and again nearly stolen. Inside Winzahora, then Berg. It's off him last, I think. Referees confer. And they disagree, it's going to stay here. Eight on the shot clock for Denmark. Just past the halfway mark of the third quarter. Lundberg. Oh, good dribble behind the back. Completely foxing Maciulis. And the teardrop runner gets Denmark back to within a single possession potentially. And the hand check outside Mortensen. That's his 4th foul of the game. That is not how you want to see yourself getting dragged to the bench, as he surely will be now. Only the 2nd foul of the quarter against the Danes. Blažević, did he travel? I think so, in the paint. So this very much the closest of the Eurobasket games here tonight. Very surprisingly, as Zahora picks up his dribble a long way from the hoop. Try him again against Blažević. Backing in, trying to worm his way through. Rebound falls kindly, and then the dish to Berg. And the layup, he didn't know whether to slam it or lay it off the glass. And in the end, Denmark lucky to keep possession. Almost seemed like the whistle must have been blown there because everyone moving in slow motion. Drawing a few chuckles on the Danish players on the sideline. And now Blažević with the foul. That's very much a 19-year-old player's foul. Battling Zahora. And so Zahora goes to the line. With Denmark now shooting free throws for the rest of this third quarter. .68% career free throw shooter is Zahora. That's the first to go. Sami Eloraki set to come into the game shortly. Second free throw misses and saved very nicely by Arnas Velička back into the game. Velička, former Barcelona player, as now Darber knocks Dimša to the ground. That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, you might think, but this time the refereeing decision favors the Lithuanians. Bengius finding Girdziunas in the game. And now a push off by Bengius. 30-year-old not happy. Watch here, just leaning in. Little elbow against Christensen, who made the most of it, but it's probably just about fair enough. Denmark continues to battle so well in this contest. Berg over to Christensen. Now Lundberg. He's hand-checked on the outside. Bengius with his third personal foul. And Lundberg to the free throw line to try and tie this game up. Not much contact there. There was a technical foul called on Maciulis. Well, that's interesting. It was just the one free throw, but it does mean that Denmark can take the lead here. Inbounds pass to Lundberg. 4 on the shot clock. Lundberg's got a release, but he's fouled now on the outside. It is Bengius this time with the personal foul. Very strange. That is now the third foul of the game on Bengius. Who, me? Lundberg ties the game up. Lithuania led this third quarter by as many as 8 points. And Denmark now in front, I think for the first time in the game. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter as into the paint. Velička blocked by Eloraki. Now the turnaround, the hoop, and the score. Big basket for Marek Blažević, not least because it's Eloraki's 4th foul. And Elaraki did hug the body a little bit too tightly of Blažević. And Lithuania back in front, just. Can confirm that was the first lead of the game for Denmark. Short-lived as it was, as Blažević from the line misses. Elaraki staying in the game with those 4 fouls. Interesting decision by Erez Bittman. Berg, Darber. Looking for Elaraki, lucky that Christensen could pick up the pieces. 4 on the shot clock. Tough shot, Christensen scores. Not a fluid offensive possession, but it goes down just as smoothly for the Danes. Velička now is fouled. Is that Elaraki's 5th? No, it's on Lundberg. Yeah, Elaraki being very careful not to initiate contact. So Velička to the stripe. It's the first to tie the game up again. And hits the second to put the Lithuanians back in front. Darber, Elaraki pick and pop. Christensen. Darber for 3. No, in and out. Rebound taken by Dimsha. Dimsha trying to go it alone and through the legs of Blažević. Berg grasping the ball and getting a jump ball. Sprawling on the floor. Possession arrow favoring Lithuania after Denmark inbounded the ball to start the second half. So if that had been 2 against 1, would they have 3 people in a jump ball circle in the NBA, I wonder? These were clearly 2 Lithuanian players with an equal claim on the ball along with Berg. Don't think that's how jump balls work. And Velička thinking about the 3, then shooting the 3 and missing by a distance. And Darber gets manhandled, not least by Gergiunas. Gergiunas, another one of the late additions to the Lithuanian squad. Plays his club ball in Lithuania with Lietuvos Rytas. 31 years old now is Gergiunas. Got the foul whistled against Blažević. And so Darbo to the line as this third quarter starting to lose its shape a little bit. A lot of fouls and free throws being shot. Darber makes them both. Danish lead is restored. Dimsha, that's a good right-handed lay-in. Almost facing away from the basket, but contorting his arm. Getting that ball to drop, and the seesaw continues to tip. Nielsen, tough shot, it goes around the rim and in. So the little guy, the 5'11" Freddie Nielsen just able to get the ball past the 6'10" Marek Blažević. And now Berg, the foul on the floor against Dimša inside the final minute of the third quarter. Dimša, first trip to the line this evening. Blažević checks out. Benjis into the game now as Dimša ties the game up with his 16th point. Can't get the next one to drop though, and so Nielsen, the game tied. Lundberg getting a little breather here for Denmark ahead of the fourth quarter, and Darber tangling, winning the foul call against Georgiunas. Georgiunas didn't figure in either of Lithuania's 2 games back in September, but did feature regularly in World Cup qualifying the last cycle. Denmark has made more free throws in this game than Lithuania. That is not something you would have predicted before the start of proceedings. They are now 11 of 15 from the line. Lithuania 10 of 17. Second one goes down for Darber. And again, Denmark matching their biggest lead of the night to 1 point. Oh, that was pretty. Penetration by Velička. Can't quite hold for the final shot of the quarter, can Denmark. Christensen, turnaround, yes! Mathias Christensen coming alive in this game. He's got 8 points now. Clock ticking down, and the foot on the sideline. So turnover for Lithuania. Actually, Christensen, he's up to 10 points now in double figures, 4 of 4 from the field. Darber might have time for the heave. Good if it goes, but it doesn't. And so at 3/4 time, who would have predicted this? The 15-1 long shots, Denmark with the 1 point lead against the number 8 ranked team in the world, Lithuania. Not entirely sure the figures on the stat sheet even add up. Lithuania shooting much better. 56% from the field against only 42% for Denmark. I guess it's really on the 3-point line that Denmark has the advantage. 8 of 19 shooting against 5 of 14 for Lithuania. Didn't seem like we were headed in the direction of a Danish third quarter lead, with Lithuania up by 8 points in that quarter. But Denmark did in fact roar back from that deficit. They did briefly have a 21-20 lead in the later stages of the first quarter. So it wasn't their first lead that they gained here in the third. And they took it for the first time at 51-50. And no doubting still who the Danish hero is. Primarily it's that man, Ife Lundberg. 22 points now for him. Perfect from the stripe, 7 of 7. 3 of 7 from deep, 6 of 13 overall from the field. And he's got 6 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Efficiency rating of 23 in this game. And Denmark starting the fourth quarter with the ball as well. So can they complete this amazing upset? That's exactly what it would be. As Berg off the glass and in. Kind bounce off the tin. If Denmark should win this game, then Belgium would have a 2-game lead on everyone else in the group, with the remaining 3 teams tied at 1 win and 2 losses apiece. Defensive switch won by Velichka, and draws the contact and the foul from Christensen. And that is his first foul of the night. Mortensen, who has 4 fouls for the Danes. Elaraki with 4, Berg for 3 now. And Zahora with 3. See Zahora back into the game here. Gallius back to Velichka. 4 on the shot clock. Needs to fire. Gallius shoots for 3 and misses. Zahora battles and wins the board. Outside Berg, inside Zahora. Turning around against Barudis. And he traveled prior to the shot going in. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see a travel there. Tough call. Lithuania with the ball. Barudis. Now, can he use his size advantage? He's forced quite deep this time. Turns around, has to fling it up and misses. That's great defending from Zahora. Toughest possession that Barudis has had in the post all evening, I'd say. It's Christensen to Nielsen. Good look inside Christensen, but it kind of startled him a little bit. Zahora will try for 3, and that's well short. Rebound Barudis, and a careless foul by Christensen. 2 quick fouls against Christensen. Christensen having a very good year with the Verloza Blue Hawks, averaging nearly 17 points a game thus far in the early going of the Danish league season. Lithuania, offensive foul. I think that was Bengius with the illegal screen. Barudis checks out. I think it's Barudis actually with the foul there and the illegal screen set. So he checks out with his second foul. Denmark, their biggest lead. Can they build? Christensen. No, just. But Zahora, the rebound, the putback. He's fouled. Win or lose tonight, this has been a fantastic performance by Denmark. Just to be in the contest with a real sniff of victory at this stage is almost a moral victory in and of itself. But they will want to finish this off. Zahora to the line. What was that? He made the free throw. The buzzer went off. Referees will talk this. You know, morally, you should give him the free throw. It's a bit like a lane violation almost. That if it free throw doesn't go in, then you get to reshoot it. But if it does, you do. If it does, you don't reshoot it, that is. Meanwhile, Zahora just has to stay at the free throw line, getting frozen out a little bit more. Well, it's gone on the scoreboard, the point. Now, will they have sound to tell when the horn went off, or whether he was in the motion? That's probably they're going to check and see if he was in the active shooting when the buzzer sounded. Meanwhile, take a look at the rebound that set this up in the first place. The three nearly drained by Christensen in the first place. They're just checking the clock rather than the score, I wonder. So the free throw will count. That's where we've gotten to. So second effort for Zahora with the Danish lead at 4 points. And in fact, they were just checking to see how much time should go back onto the clock, because apparently the clock ticked off a bit after that buzzer sounded. And no problems despite the delay for Zahora. Lithuania need to find some offense here. Here's Eunice finding Miniotas. And the foul committed. It's going to be Berg with the touch call. So not Zahora. That's still the fourth foul on Berg. I think Denmark would be less worried about Berg fouling out than Zahora. So, and now, ooh, that's going to be the fourth on Zahora, even though he seemed to get a hand to the face. It's like in ice hockey, you talk about getting 2 minutes for receiving. How much contact was there? There was a little bump there, but I think the body Zahora on Velichka is what led to the call, and not the latter contact. So that is 4 fouls on Zahora and 4 team fouls against Denmark in this quarter. Neither of those good developments for Denmark right now, as that three-point effort misses from Benjis, but gets his own rebound, kicks outside, and that three around the rim and out from Mindaugas Girdziunas. Lundberg checking back in and immediately fouled by Gallius into the game for Lithuania. Definite hand check, and that's the third team foul of the quarter against the Lithuanians. Lundberg has a high screen, but looks inside. Elaraki trying to go to the hoop without the ball. How big a moment will that be in this fourth quarter? Elaraki's got to stay patient defensively, not pick up his fifth foul. Kalnietis for three, off the screen and down. Good possession there with Miniotas popping outside to free Kalnietis for the tray. Danish lead only 2 as the little guy Nielsen off to Lundberg. 5 on the shot clock. Elaraki inside, stripped. Great backside defending from Gallius. For 3 to take the lead. Down it goes. And just that quickly, the 5-point lead for Denmark disappears. Davidus Gallius, the go-ahead triple. Denmark takes time out.
Don't forget, we must to pick up player with a player. He was wide open. Even if it's a small man taking, wide open. Transition player with a player, okay? Sammy, a little bit more aggressiveness by catching the ball, okay? But catching the ball. Small things. Next offense, fist down, away. away from me for Bart. I want to see a change now. You set the down pick for...
A razor-thin margin between Lithuania and Denmark in this game day 3 Group C qualifying action on the road to Eurobasket 2022. Very positive coaching during that timeout by Aris Bittman, not upbraiding Sami Eloraki for a couple of mistakes in the post. As Denmark will start with the ball in the hands of Fredrik Nielsen. Now Lundberg, gotta think he's gonna play every minute of this game from here on in as he gets inside and draws the foul on the way from Kalnietis. Sure, it was Kalnietis. Picked up a technical as well. He's saying because he was beaten to the hoop, he stuck out a leg. I don't think there was anything malicious or intentional there. Although the foot did come up off the surface. They're going to check this again, and well, they should. Was this a malicious act, a trip by Kalnietis? Watch it in real time. I think there's an argument certainly to be made that he just overbalanced, got his weight forward. And he wasn't trying to stick out the leg. It was just a natural outcome of his momentum. From that angle, oops, that's not the best replay, but from that angle, it looks a bit more like a deliberate act. Tough call, could be a big call to make here. This is the one that looks the worst. See, the foot comes up. Looks like a trip from Kalnietis. So let's see what they decide. They have decided to call it a technical foul. You can understand Kalnietis' reaction. You can understand Maskolionis' frustration, and it's also Lundberg to the line. Only a 71% lifetime free throw shooter. But a game high 22 becomes 23, and Denmark back in front and retaining possession of the basketball. Eloraki outside the three-point line to Lundberg. Berg in the corner. Dribbles off of a foot, and it's a Lithuanian leg in the end. That'll reset the shot clock. Lundberg to inbounds. Long to Eloraki, now Berg. Lundberg inside. That's an offensive foul. Drawn by Gallius. Miniotis with the perimeter defense. Ooh, and that's a tough call. He's moving laterally there, Gallius. I'm going to say that Lundberg was not fully in control of his body, but that could have gone either way. Inside turnaround shot, no from Miniotis. Rebound off of Eloraki. Still Lithuania's basketball. This game could still easily go to the Danes. After Latvia's surprising win over Greece, France shellacking Great Britain. Three-point effort here is no good from Gurdziunas. Wide open look, but chance not taken. Lundberg shaking, baking, firing from 18 and got it. A long two for Ife Lundberg. He's got 24. Denmark up by 3. Oh, cutting through the paint. That's a high percentage shot from Miniotis. Good look from Kalnietis as well. Every possession counts right now, especially for Denmark. 3-point open look, drained by Christensen. Oh! A sharp shooting Christensen has 13 now. 5 of 6 from the field. And the interception by Hertz. Ball lost by Miniotis. Hertz in the corner. Frees himself for the 2. Swish! Bang! For Hertz. Denmark with a bit of breathing room now. Can you believe it? Timeout taken by Lithuania.
Nejauti metimo, pabandyk verštis, bleka, kažką pamakolojam. Reikis lygiai taip pat. Neturi čianais, išeik į pick and rollą, gendovą, kažką žaidžia.
Now, after that slam dunk by Regimantas Miniotis, you might have thought that Lithuania was on their way back toward the lead here in this game. But Denmark with the 3 from Christensen, who's now got 13 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. And then the follow-up basket, giving Denmark their biggest lead of the night. Philip Hertz stretching their lead to 6 with 3.5 minutes left. Benjius to Dimsha back in the game. His running floater, no, but the rebound, that's got to be goaltending, and is on El Iraqi. So Miniotis credited with the hoop. Nielsen finds Lundberg. Who else to take control? Shoots for 3. And that's a quick possession and not a good one. Kalnietis front court. In the corner is Benjius. In the paint is Miniotis, but the 3-pointer outside misses, and then wild scramble for the ball. Won by Lithuania, and then the foul by Nielsen on the perimeter. It's Galius who was bumped. And Galius who will go to the line. 12 points on the night for Galius, but these are his first free throws. .71% free throw shooter in his club career, the 31-year-old Galius. And he makes both of these badly needed shots. Danish lead is down to 2. Hertz to Nielsen. Gonna work a bit more clock this time. Nielsen penetrates. That's a tough shot for the little guy in the paint. Short with the rainbow, and Lithuania can tie or take the lead. Kalnietis, good dribbling. Kicks over to Galius. Got the ball back, misses with a wild shot, but the offensive board, Miniotis. Now Dimsha Running floater, no. The rebound, though, it's too easy. This time for Gallius, and the game is tied with 2 minutes to play. Lundberg. Is he going to try and take control himself? Static off-ball movement here. Lundberg, 4 on the shot clock. He's got to go. Go he does, but too strong to the 10. And the foul is by Christensen. Lundberg got a better shot than he had any right to expect. With the shot clock ticking down. Christensen out. Might be playing offense defense here a little bit. Get some rebounding on for the free throws from Kalnietis. This is the first. Only got 3 points tonight, Kalnietis. Gets the second free throw to put Lithuania back in front. It's actually a 7-0 run for Lithuania at just the right moment. Lundberg. Darber in. Zahora. He's got the right matchup. Gets inside. The hoop and the foul. Jonas Zahora had the size advantage inside. Matched up against the smaller Dimsha. And what a bucket that is. Not sure what happened on the defensive switching for Lithuania. Darber to complete the three-point play. Got it. Denmark 76, Lithuania 74. Final minute approaching in Vilnius. Kalnietis well outside. Gonna go it alone. Finds Maciulis. He's in a tangle. He'll have to fire wildly. It scores for 2. Foot was on the line. Game is tied. Wow. Clutch shot. Jonas Maciulis. Now Lundberg again. Kick. 2.8 on the shot clock, but Denmark will get another chance here. See that wild effort somehow with 1 second on the shot clock in from Maciulis. And timeout taken by Denmark. Shot clock reset to 14 with 29 ticks left in the game. That's the key basket for Zahora. And then the wild 2-point shot from Maciulis has brought us to this tie game right now. I thought momentarily it was a 3 for Maciulis, but his foot definitely on the line from the AEK Athens player. Former Real Madrid player Maciulis, 4-time Greek All-Star between AEK and Panathinaikos. But it's Denmark's game to not necessarily win or lose, but they have the control, they have the ball and the chance to take the lead here. Lithuania is going to get it back, though. Hertz receives the inbound. And now Lundberg. Here we go. Lundberg off the iron, around and in. What more do you want from me, he says. 26 in the game for Ife Lundberg. And Denmark is in the lead with 18.9 seconds to go.
Įsimetam iš čia, jeigu ką, pabandysim iš karto baudą daryti. Bet ne, mums reikia nupilinti laiką, blenka, mes negalim duoti ataką. Davai, Mantas su kamuoliu, įsimetam iš tenais, iš čia įsimetam, eini Mantas su kamuoliu, į kampus sustatome metikus, centras ateini, verkit gal piką, maždaug čia statyk, Mantai, čia iš lėto su kamuoliu.
Denmark 15-1. Their odds of winning this game at the start of the night. Lithuania not even on the board. This was not supposed to be a close contest, and yet here we are. It's Denmark in front by 2. With possibly the final possession of the game to come. Denmark's going to show full court pressure. Dimsha to inbound. Kalnietis front court. Kalnietis for 3, short, rebound to the ground, scramble, it's taken by Darber. He's fouled with 3.5 to go. Mantas Kalnietis, 36% three-point shooter, could not find the basket with an open look. Look at what it means to these Danish players. 2 massive free throws coming up for Adama Darber. And he's the guy you'd want to be shooting them. He's 86% from the free throw line in his European pro career. This to ice the game. Ice cold. Kalnietis misses, and Denmark with the shock victory in Vilnius. There may not be any fans in the Siemens Arena. Do you think Aris Bittman cares? Do you think anyone on this Danish national team cares? It is a defining victory for Team Denmark. The number 8 ranked team in the world, Lithuania, shocked on their home court. And need I say anything at all? Amazing scenes. And what a result in this game. Denmark started the second half trailing 46-38. No one gave them a chance in this game, least of all with the halftime deficit, but back they roared. They took their first lead since late in the first quarter at 51-50. Lithuania paced on the night in the end by Davidas Gallius with 16 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Tomas Dimša with 15 points, Marek Blažević with 10. Only the 3 Lithuanians in double figures in scoring. Mantas Kalnietis, who missed the big 3-point bucket at the end of the game. Only 1 of 4 shooting on the night. Had 6 assists and 4 rebounds, but only the 4 points. Gallius 2 of 4 from 3. You see him making 1 of those there. But for Denmark, they only had 2 players in double digits in scoring. Mathias Bak Christensen with 13 points in 20 minutes. And of course, Gabriel Ife Lundberg, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. 28 efficiency rating. Three of 8 from deep, 8 of 17 from the field on the night, but 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Denmark 19 of 23 overall from the charity stripe. They took more free throws, amazingly. And they scored 6 more, including the clutch 2 at the end of the game from Adam Adarbo, who had 8 points on the night, 5 of 6 from the line. And you can still hear in the background the celebrations from the Danes on the court here. So in the end, Group C is in a 3-way tie for second place right now after 3 games. An unbelievable result for the Danish national team. Danes still slow to file off the court. The end of a brilliant evening of basketball. We had a blowout in the first game with Belgium thrashing the Czech Republic by 28. We had a very unexpected result in this one. Denmark 80, Lithuania 76. I'm Darren Kilfair. Thanks so much for being with us. So long for now.